Hello and welcome to another episode of Inside the Dressing Room. I'm your host Dhaka, bringing you all the latest sports updates from around the world. Today we're going to talk about Champions Trophy first, and of course the Bangladesh-Pakistan match, which did not get on and was abandoned without a ball being bowled, and it was a bit disappointing for all the fans who were waiting for this match and at least wanted to see Bangladesh seeing the tournament off with a victory. With me in the studio to talk about all things cricket is Atif Azam. Atif, welcome to the show. Let me start by asking you, today Bangladesh could not play, but how was the overall tournament in your eyes, and what are your takes on it?
I think that the whole tournament was disappointing, apart from the performance of Zakir Ali in one match, in both the games. And the century of Tawhid Hiddoy and the 70 odds from Shanto, the overall performance was not up to the mark. He bowled well as a bowling unit, but the batting unit did not perform well enough to back the bowlers. I mean, there were not enough runs on the board.
Let's say 4 years back, from 2021 T20 World Cup, Bangladesh has been doing consistently average performance in the ICC events or in a global stage. We tend to content ourselves with individual performances, individual brilliances. An instance comes to mind when Shakib Al Hasan did brilliantly into 2019 World Cup. He single-handedly was the star of Bangladesh cricket team. You just mentioned about two players, Zakir and Tawhid. We tend to keep ourselves content with these sort of performances rather than the team. What goes wrong every time?
I think that we didn't prepare well enough. While other countries were preparing with bilateral series against each other's ODI series, we prepared with BPL. And we just had a week-long camp that yesterday the
assistant senior coach
also mentioned and also admitted that the preparation was not right. I mean, the preparation required to play such a tournament was not right. I think that we tended to get carried away. We thought that playing in white ball cricket is good enough. I don't, but what the biggest problem is that T20 and 50-over format are different. Though both game formats are played in white ball cricket, but T20 has a different tempo, 50-over cricket have a different tempo. I think we missed there, and the biggest problem for me, Rubaiyat, I think, is that the players we wanted to go up. I mean, the players whom we wanted to replace the seniors could not perform. I can just give you an example of Tanjid Tamim, who is rather replacing Tamim Iqbal.
Also Mehdi Miraj, who was supposed to replace Shakib Al Hasan.
Both of them. Tanjid Tamim got start, but could not
convert it to a big
score. While Mehdi Miraj could not get he got his chances at 4, but could not do something that could have proved that, yeah, he's the man at number 4. And the biggest problem with Bangladesh lies is that Mehdi Miraj could not get wickets.
Atif, yesterday I also listened to the press conference that the Bangladesh senior assistant coach held, and he picked up a very interesting point, mentality of the team. Do you think the players are mentally strong enough, to go and play in such a huge tournament in a regular basis? Because in 2026 there is also another ICC event.
Yeah, I think that they're mentally strong. They're mentally strong. It's just that it just didn't click. I think that their mental setup is made in such a way that they are strong enough to face any team.
While the Champions Trophy was going on in Pakistan, we had this DPL transfer window open in Dhaka. Do you think some of the players might be taking a pick over here from Pakistan?
I don't think that some of the players. I think most of the players. Their body was in Pakistan,
but their mind was
here because that's their bread and butter. So, and you know that this year the DPL every player's money got slashed to a big amount. Everybody was
20-30% went off
because of the current economical situation. So that's the point. Players were giving their passports, all the photographs and all those things while they're preparing for the bilateral series, because just to make them ready for the registration, all these things. So, and they were having a look at who are picked and who are not picked. Rubal, I think that's very natural. When the DPL players transfer is happening anywhere in the world, whether they're playing the Champions Trophy or
as professionals, you tend to look at
it, and if you are not getting the money that you are expecting, then probably your mind will go a bit down. That's normal. So I'm not blaming the people, the players transfer, but players were looking at this players transfer, having a key look at this players, so what's happening here, who's playing with my team, who is there, who is not, and all these things. That kept them busy. It's not that they were totally focused on Champions Trophy. The DPL also played a big part. The players transfer also played a big part. You always tend to ask me about cricket, and I always tend to ask you about football.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Bangladesh lost the first game. The new look women's team lost their first game in UAE. But do you think that we should rather be very patient with them instead of just starting to criticize all the things that they're doing?
Well, we certainly, and very unfortunately, have a culture of criticizing too much. That's what I feel. And with this team, which Butler coordinated and selected, is a good team. And yesterday they lost to UAE 3-1, but this was their first test, and we should be backing this team up for the near future, maybe at least 6 months. Let's give them some time, because these are all new players and inexperienced players. Mind you, all the experienced campaigners are out of the team, and Butler did not pick them for obvious reasons we've been talking about for the last 2 months. Personally, I feel any sports team, we were just talking about the cricket team, any sports team, be it cricket, football, or any other team sport, need a time to gather the momentum, to know each other well.
To gel as a team.
To gel as a team, and to gel with the coach as well. So I hope the Bangladeshi cricket fans, those who are watching our show, and all the writers who write about football, cricket regularly, will show some patience with Butler and his team and these young bunch of footballers. I think they can bring good dividend.
Just one more, I want to. Does this same thing apply for Phil Simmons as well? His contract runs till the Champions Trophy.
I think he should be given at least one more tournament. Thank you, Atif. Well, that was it. That was another episode of Inside the Dressing Room. Let us know how you are liking it in the comment box. Till then, you take care.